Hello, it's the Great Fabu. Are you feeling taboo? Alright. My name is the Great Fabu, of course. This is my first video. What I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be making videos of me giving out my poetry and such. I decided to show my face for whatever reason. This is me. So here we go. This is the starter video. This will be my first story that I will be posting. You are allowed, I'm giving everybody the right to use this material for inspiration, and you can also use it to cheat on your test or whatever. I don't care. I think the point of writing is to write. If someone uses it and say it's theirs, I consider it to be a great honor to have such great work to even cheat off of. I'm not going to give you copyright crap and whatever, even though I should. Alright, this is my first one. It's called Imaginary Friend. We were together, me and Macy. We got along as best friends. I was her guardian angel at the time, but most of the children that are told by their parents that they're just an imaginary friend. This is usually what happens. We go along through the day and be happy, talk, be joyful. Ignorance has such an advantage. That is what's good about it. She will learn, and we will always be happy. I was like the child's conscience, to help them out with new people, new everything, and I am here to help out till they no longer need me. But I'll always be there for them. I will be there to help them out on the test, help them out with their life, help them out get through the divorce, and help them on their deathbed, holding their hand, telling them it's time to go. So I'm always here. I sit back and just be there when they need it most. In this young age, the little things are more important than the big things. We are, as a guardian angel, able to heal, but only on certain points and certain conditions. And at time and time again, we will hope to bring back the dead if they really need it. Such as a cancer patient, I will help them as much as I can. I'll be there to help them keep colorful and keep them happy until it's their time. With the addition of a chance, of course. This is my job. I had always loved it as much as I loved the children around me, watching them grow. This new girl was somehow special to me. It's weird because she wasn't even the saddest person I had to help. But some reason, she seemed to be the most important so far. Macy was 8 foot 4, and she was running around playfully. She was normal. She had that touch to her, the devil-like cuteness that she needed. She always did something naughty, but learned from it. In a sense, is knowing what's wrong, but knowing not to do it. Guilty is knowing what's wrong and does it anyway. Learning has no judgment. You learn what is right and wrong. Then you figure out who is guilty and who is innocent. This is amazing because this is the point of her life where she will remain in this learning state and be happy. We play together, do the things that we want to do. In other words, we just do things that suit her interest. That was a big part of helping her grow. The encouragement that no one was really going to give her, other than her parents, of course, until she's older. I'm here for fun. and to help her decide what is right and wrong. But there is difficulties with that. Her parents made her upset. Now, they didn't beat her or anything. They just fought over her. Her mother was talking to her, petting her hair lightly, talking about how much he loved her. And her father always feeding her chocolate and giving her new bright gifts. None of these are wrong, of course, but they always end up in "you love me more," right? This was hard because she didn't know how to respond a few times. But I just told her, let's go play. She never had any response to her. Like I told her to. She didn't respond by saying, "I love you more," I think. After the sentence and response was over, we continue and play and be joyful. A few loud fights happened, more and more. From an occasional thing to a daily thing. She started to cry as I held her, trying to explain something that she couldn't understand. I finally say this: no matter what happens, I will be with you. No matter where you go, I will hold your hand. I will keep you alive, happy. We then had trouble night together. Both parents were drunk after father shouts how she shouldn't be around the daughter and how he shouldn't be around the daughter anymore until they settle out a divorce. I thought this was the most responsible thing he could have done. She was going to go to her grandmother's house and play with grandmother's cats. It would be fun. They would be able to settle out. It would be okay. However, how he did it was an issue. He was drunk and stomped upstairs. He took her to his truck and started to his mother's house. He was in a hurry and burping bubbles of whiskey. It was insane. How you could soar on and off the road so many times, and not one police car tried to pull her over him. Even the one that we passed by, her looking at him into his eyes, wanting him to stop the car before it crashed. She was dead as soon as the truck hit the small silver minivan. I knew it was her time and it was my time to move on. For some reason I stayed, watching her body be dragged out of the truck. The police filled with slurred words and her having been broken through the glass, being dropped on the ground at least twice, her sloppily being put in a plastic bag like the garbage her dad was. He was lucky. How he was a fraction below the influence. Court, it would have been pretty in court, but it wasn't pretty, period. When you bring a person back to life, there's a chance of fate. My chance of it not working was very, very large. The chance of her recovering from 60 minutes without oxygen was a small chance, but the chance of her living a normal life was 0. And the cause of her parents loving her again was 0. The lack of oxygen causes brain damage. The argument was no longer who has her. The argument is now who is going to have her. It was negative. She was like an infidel, but she couldn't even lift her head and look at me. She wasn't there. I had to watch her die twice. Not from a natural death of brain failure. No, the final death of starvation. I can no longer bring someone to life again. Yeah, I can no longer sit by a child. Yeah, I can no longer look at an adult the same way. I'm just not going to do this anymore. Alright, that was my first video. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe for more, like, for being fabulous. Alright?